When you're ready.
All right. Hey everyone, I'm Quinn Ranshaw, and I'm going to talk about depreciation of assets and the different kinds of depreciation that account for different types of assets. So, purpose of depreciation. It's to properly record the net book value of assets and what their value is at a certain period of time. And it's depreciation is meant so you don't overstate the value of assets when its value is clearly lessened. So, and it also helps find the residual value of the assets, which is the ending, it's the ending value of an asset after all the cumulative depreciation has been expensed. So the overview of this presentation is, why is it important to depreciate assets, why do assets lose value, and how do you find it, and which assets require which depreciation method, because some assets, such as say, for Coca-Cola, like a bottling machine, that's always in constant use, so it needs a method that constantly decreases its value. But say a car, if you have a company vehicle, then that is expensed. Cars typically are expensed immediately right after purchasing, and the expense kind of flattens out over time. And I'll show how to calculate the depreciation expenses for each of the three methods along the way. The three methods is, the first one is straight line depreciation, which is a constant periodic depreciation. So say, for example, Coca-Cola, like a bottling machine, that would depreciate, say, $5,000 a year or something. It's probably way off, but something like that. So every year, the value of that bottling machine is depreciated by the same amount. Whereas units of production method, it's pretty much the same concept, except instead of being time-based, it's based on the units of, or the units being produced. So say, if there's, say, Coca-Cola again, if you produce 10,000 bottles of Coke one year, and then you produce less or more the next year, it's not the same amount of use within 2 years. So if you have assets that are used differently like that, then it's good to use units of production. Whereas declining balance, which is the last method, depreciates assets at an accelerated rate, which is say my car example. The first year of buying a car, the value of it depreciates big time. So the first year, and then after all the other years, it's kind of flat lines over time. So straight line depreciation, it's typically an annual set value depreciation. You can calculate it by subtracting the residual value, which is the ending scrap value of that asset, from your original acquisition cost, which is the cost at which you purchase the asset, over the estimated lifetime of the asset. And that's how you get depreciation expense for each periodic year, month, or whatever. So typically it's just is that?
That means you have 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So typically machines that are in constant use this depreciation. Units of production method is when assets are periodically used. They're not frequently used, they're inconsistently used. It's calculated by acquisition cost minus residual value over number of units produced, not over a certain amount of time. And declining balance is when assets depreciate at an accelerated rate, unlike...
Gotta cut you off.
Okay.
Dang it. You can still clap though.
Okay.
You can still clap.
There was more.